What's going on, guys? John here. We're back with another episode of the Alaska State Dynasty. And in this episode, I do have some bad news. Uh, so far this season, some of our red shirts, if you remember Harvey Brightwell and Khalil Lewis, have been playing games. I don't know why. I don't have them in as certain positions. They're just getting put in anyway. So as you see, Brightwell has 2 games played already, and Khalil Lewis has played 3 games. That's not good because they both would have great time to develop as a redshirt, but they're just not. So I guess there's nothing I can do about it. They just are going to come in the game. I can't say what subs can and can't come in. I guess I could go into formation subs and see if I could finagle stuff around here, but that just is not going to work very well. This is what I should have done with Josh Wagner and Jackie Wolf with the read options. I think if it was if I was on the read option kind of stuff, that would have been what you want to put these guys in for and adjust this stuff. Instead, now I just have nothing. So I won't worry about that too much, but I guess now we're going to jump in. I guess I will say one more thing. We do have some recruits visiting. Okay, let me go back. Visit scheduled. Forrest, nope, not Emmanuel Ferris and Floyd Sturgis are visiting this week. I scheduled Forrest Willingham and Dominique Ahmed's visits for week 8 versus San Diego State. I also adjusted some of their scouting to fully affect more stuff like Ahmed. I have Star Search now because I know what his third thing is. Same with Willingham. So I've kind of adjusted how the points are, but I've still kept the points about the same. But yeah, this is our last home game for 2 weeks. I guess 2 weeks is not that long. But here's to hoping we can win. This is not a good team. I will say that. But we are also not a good team. So yeah, here we go. All right, LaMarcus Brewer takes the field. Last week was just not his week. I'm going to be honest. He wasn't very good. As Jerry and Parker, first play. Never mind, forget I was saying anything. One play, 83 yards, Jerry and Parker touchdown. Okay. I was just about to talk about how LaMarcus Brewer kind of struggled last week to throw the ball, but our running game was good. And Jerry and Parker just decides, I'm just going to do good this time too. Perfect blocking up the middle. I just ran an inside zone basically. And Jerry and Parker, last week it seemed like he didn't have enough speed. This time he clearly did. 83 yards to the house. All right, here is the San Jose State offense. They've started empty backfield. That's not what I like to see. And that's picked. Tevin Daniels picks it off on the first play. Oh my goodness. So I was literally about to start talking about how they had a star receiver and that we were going to start double covering that receiver like I did versus DeCorian Moore. And Tevin Daniels doesn't need no double team. They tried forcing it to Elgian or something like what his name is. I don't know exactly what it is. Tried forcing it to him, and we got the pick, and now we get the ball back, and we're just going to stay with the run game. 5 yards for Aiden Knoll. Last week he had a great rushing game. He was averaging about 11 yards per carry, I think. As we're just going to keep running the ball. You're not going to stop it. It's another 7-8 yards for Jerry and Parker. And let's just keep going. Just keep running the ball. They can't stop us. As Brewer takes it himself. Probably could have handed that off. I mean, they technically bit, but I think that lineman was too slow to catch up to Aiden Knoll. Because we're going to hand it off again. Aiden Knoll, 4-6. And what a start. 83-yard touchdown to start the game. Interception the next play. And a quick drive. And 2 minutes into the game, we're going to be up 14-0. All right, back to what I was saying. Yes, on the right side, they have a receiver that is a star. And I was talking about how we almost just got another pick. Oh, my goodness. How we covered DeCorian Moore was by double teaming him, by basically just taking one guy and having an extra man in his vicinity the whole game. As there's a rush, pressure, and Antonio Carter gets a sack, 10-yard loss. It's 3rd and 20 now. Oh man, this is less than ideal if you're Fresno State. San Jose State. Oh, yep, there's their big man. So yeah, that's the guy we got to double cover. He's Hayden Elgin. Is very good at football. Very obvious that that's true. So now we're going to force an incompletion. I think if we just can cover Elgin, or Elgion, whatever you want to pronounce, I'm going to call him Elgin because that just rolls off the tongue easier. I think if we just put 2 guys on him the whole game, we're not going to get beat. As they're making some play calls at the line, identifying the mic or whatever. We almost got Moss, but Walt Littlejohn knocks it out. And now it's 3rd and long again. We cannot allow a first down here. Walt Littlejohn, step back. Just get all the way back here. Test it, I dare you. Oh, they actually do. Knocked away. We're forcing a punt. All right, 1st and 10. We've got a counter run to Aiden Knoll. There's a flag. Knoll's going to get about 13, but I'm going to guess holding. Yep. Well, that's less than ideal. Aiden Kramer. Always someone, it seems. So now it's 1st and 20. Nope, we're not going to throw the ball. We're going to keep running the ball. You got to stop us. Oh, that would have been a big play. Now Aiden Kramer's hurt. He got cursed. Okay, we're finally going to pass the ball. It's not a great play choice for the sit down and distance as we drop it. And we're going to get a roughing the passer. Oh my gosh. Makes up for the holding. And that throw will not even count because we're going to accept the penalty. And now we get the ball back. So we're going to go left side run behind Sean William Peterson and Brick Lewis. Jarian Parker will get 9. He's got 103 yards already. And we have not passed the ball a single time. I mean, what? Do I even throw the ball at all? I like this too much. No, I don't like that. Reset play call. Reset play call. Come on, hurry, 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 hurry. I wanted to see what the audible was, and we got a false start. Ah! Okay, so apparently two audibles is too much. Noted. With that being said, I'm going to hand the ball off again. Okay, they can finally stop it. They figured it out. Does that mean we throw the ball? I think unfortunately it does. We have to throw the ball. Now we'll see if this actually works. So the last time we threw the ball, it ended up being an incompletion because it was thrown behind his man. But we get 9 there. So hey, 1 for 1 passing, I guess is cool. Now it's 3rd and 7. I'm actually going to send Houston on a streak, Berger on a slant. Bryson Jones makes the grab, 1st down. All right, 2nd and 11. We're handing it up. We're giving it to Knoll. Knoll spins inside, cuts back out, and it's a huge gain, Aiden Knoll, and that basically like quintuples our passing yards for the game. As now it's 1st and 10. We're going back to good old reliable running the ball. This reminds me of our Patriots franchise. I was talking with one of my friends about it, how Ramondre Stevenson was like the greatest player ever. Meanwhile, I think I'm playing this as the AFC Championship is going on. I don't know exactly what's going on. I mean, I'm just not a big fan of the teams playing in it. So, naturally, I'm just not going to want to watch it as much. I might tune in a little bit later once the game's closer to the end. But, handoff. Jerry and Parker is stuffed, but it's 4th and 2. I'm going for this. If you don't like it, fight me. Got Aiden Knoll or Bryson Jones. It's going to be Knoll. Up the middle, first down. Shocked. Who would have guessed if I just run it right up the middle over and over and over again? They can't stop me. 1st and goal from the 4. Handoff. Sean William Pearson blocks. Jerry and Parker is short of the goal line. Somehow. I couldn't tell you. Looked like he was into me. We're just going to keep going. Stop me. Okay, well, they did stop. But can they stop me this time? Aiden Knoll is short. I'm going for this 4th down. Just watch. It's going to work. Trust. They say Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. But I'm going to get a different result. Just watch me. We're going to go quarterback sneak. We're going to audible out. I think I trust Jerry and Parker more. Nope, we get stopped. Okay, maybe we got to throw the ball next time. I'll throw the ball next time. I trust me. Trust me, I'll throw it next time. As we just got ran right by. That was horrible blocking from their O-line. I think that was a draw play, in all honesty, which is not what you want to run on a 1st and 10 from your own 5. As their guy has, okay, that kind of confuses me. I don't know why the quarterback does that sometimes. We saw it in our game versus Washington State. I don't know. It was a game last season, I think, actually, where they basically just had the option to run for it, and they just ran out of bounds. I don't know why they do that, but it happens. So I'm not gonna complain. As 1st down that goes for 3. And you get back to double covering our guy, Elgin. Man in motion. It's a tight end. Going deep. Walt Littlejohn is torched. That's going to be a touchdown. Yikes. Just got burnt over the top. 132 yards on 4 completions. Wow. Well, guys, looks like we got a game on our hands. By game, I mean we're going to run the ball every play. I just think running the ball is going to be way better. Jerry and Parker is averaging like an insane yards per carry. And after the performance LaMarcus Brewer had last week, I don't trust him to really throw the ball a ton. He's kind of a yak merchant. Has some insane blocks. Jerry and Parker gets chased from behind, but oh my goodness, this line is just amazing blocking the run. I'm loving this. As now we're going to have more good blocks, I think. Aiden Knoll's going to have another 9 yards. The problem is, what happens when we get to the 5-yard line? Are we going to be able to stop it? That I do not know. So we're going to put Berger in motion. Oh, what a block, Jerry and Parker. Matthias Berger into the end zone for the touchdown. All right, 1st and 10. They might have had the Elgin dude deep. I cannot see that left side of the field. That's why I'm in this expanded form, because look, you can't see the 2 outside receivers right now. I might just, when this is the case, I might just have to hope that my guys can defend it. As Freddie Wayne's lined up with a receiver, he's not going to be able to do much there. And I still am not going to be able to see the guy on the outside. Overthrow. Thank you. All right, 2nd and 10. Will they send Elgin on a streak again? Nope, it's a screen pass. And we make the tackle after a 4-yard gain. And now it's third, nope, not fourth, 3rd and 6. Oh, that's going to be a illegal touching, or a holding. I was going outside, just ran right through the defender. It's cool that they call that holding instead of illegal contact now. Because, yeah, I just ran right through the dude. Was it intentional? Nope. But was it holding? Yup. Or was it a penalty, I guess? It wasn't necessarily holding, because they can't really hold when you're just trying to run past them. But it was definitely a penalty. I completely knocked. You can have a little bit of contact, not as much as I had. Oh, yikes. I just fell for the bait. They did an RPO. As soon as you went to hand it off, I ran Little John inside, and then they threw it right to the outside. That was a perfect play call. As that was a 2-minute warning, by the way. They're really taking their time on this drive. I think they might have had a touchdown if they went to Elgin. I'm not good at coverage, so you can just wait for me to make a mistake and throw it to Elgin. You see, it made another one. The last play, he ran a route to the... I'm just calling plays really fast. Whatever. The last time he ran a cut inside, this time he ran a cut outside, and I fell for it both times. Throwing it out of bounds. That's a... I almost said a funt. A punt. Nope. Field goal. Nope, they're going for it. Okay. They must think that they can't stop our offense. How do you let him catch that? Wayne and Greenwood were both there, and he just caught it through him. Touchdown. Okay, this seems to happen a lot, but I made another punt or kick return error. Called fair catch, and then my guy just kind of let it bounce off of him, which is not good, if you didn't know. Letting the ball just bounce off of you is not ideal. So now we're stuck on the 1-yard line. Jerry and Parker just kind of has to thug it out. We're going to probably turn the ball over with a punt here, unless we can somehow magically gain 10 yards on this play. Nope, we gain 8. We'll have to punt. All right, we may have had the punt, but it was a great punt. They're all the way at the 40. It was like a net 60-yard punt almost, because he's kicking it from his end zone. That was a great punt. Uh-oh. No! Malik Moon couldn't get there. And honestly, that probably could have been the safety's ball if the safety reacted, but he did not. Now they're going to score. Oh my gosh, they threw a pick. What are they doing? What? Carl Morris, interception. And now we get the ball again. And it's basically a wash. Neither team did anything. And now Jerry and Parker is going to stat pad basically and take us to halftime. We're up by 7. All right, after one of the more interesting first halves I've seen, involving our longest play in school history, and some brain-dead throws by the San Jose State quarterback, along with some brain-dead plays by myself, to be fair, including running it, 8 straight times on inside the 10. We now are in the second half. That also included, I forgot to say, 205 rushing yards from Jerry and Parker. That's pretty cool. 3rd and 2, though. Sending a blitz. And we're getting bodied. Great tackle by Little John. You cannot get blown off there. He was 16. I need to bench you. Is that Tevin? Yeah, it's Tevin Daniels. The guy who got the pick. I can't bench him. Okay, you guys did not see that defense. I definitely did not get cooked. Nothing happened. You guys didn't see anything. All right, 1st and 10. Like I said, we're pretending nothing happened on 1st down. And that's a good tackle by Antoine Carter Jr. George McIntyre trying to save his rushing stats because they're in the dumpster. Both Moon Brothers are on the field. That's cool. Yet neither one of them was the one to give up that. That was Carter, I believe. McIntyre can kind of just lob it up, and our defense is just kind of, someone can do it. As that's a touchdown. Nice. All right, 1st and 10. And Houston almost ran backwards about 7 yards before actually turning around and running forwards. Yeah, we've only thrown 7 passes and completed 6 of them. So this has not been a passing game. Brian Williams, I hate you. You suck. Sorry. Had to let my anger out really quick. That was just some really poor blocking. And one thing I don't stand for is poor blocking, as Aiden Knoll dropped it twice. Okay, or Aiden Knoll had 2 chances to catch it. Didn't catch it either time. We punt. All right, looks like it's time for our by Gainley big choke or big blowout time, where their offense all of a sudden just gets a ton of scores in a row. I say bi-weekly or bi-Gainley or whatever. What did I say? Bi-weekly? Something like that. But we actually did it literally last week versus Oregon when it was like 6-7 or something like that. Haha, funny number at in the 1st half, and we lost 45-7. Yeah. Let's not do that again and just stop him here. Sending a blitz, and Elgin is making all of our guys miss. But I mean, you knew it was over once he made the 1st guy miss, because this dude's like a 90 overall, probably. Probably not. He's probably like an 80, but 80's still better than any of my defenders. You know? I think my best defender is actually might be an 80, but he's never on the field. Big Hill sucks, dude. As Tevin Daniels is cold, probably because he has not made a tackle all game. He had the pick, though, but the pick don't matter. So, let's see. Where's Elgin? Left side. Okay, they're going to run the ball, though. And it's a touchdown. We are now losing. 21 unanswered. All right, 1st and 10. As Jerry and Parker, another big game. All right, 2nd and 10, because I threw an incompletion, because that's what happens when I throw the ball a single time. And now we can't run the ball, so now we've got no offense. Because if you didn't know, the only 2 ways you can have an offense are by running and passing. Welcome to Offense with John. Oh, I can't say that. All right, 4th and 2. Going outside. Jerry and Parker stuff, turnover. All right, 2nd and 9. No, don't throw it to him. Oh, Smith, you've got to catch that, bud. That was right in his hands. I read it perfectly. I even double teamed, what's his face, Elgin. 3rd and 9. And of course, we give up a huge play on 3rd and long. And now we'll probably give up a touchdown because I chose a man blitz. Oh, it's still man coverage. All right, 1st and 10. Come on, throw another brain dead pick. That's what you love to do. Well, you get sacked. Big Hill finally making a difference on this team. Second and 13. Touchdown. Yep. Nice. That was my zone, but oh well. Of course, running the ball still works. Obviously, it can't work every play anymore. But we've got to get something going. Need offense. Go, Bryson. Bryson Jones. Big play. 2nd and 10. There's Jordan Houston. Great catch. Just keep going. Keep running. Hurry up. All the way down the field. Underneath Knoll. He'll get 2. I need to give my guys some rest. Another play. Now the backups are in. Brewers got open field. Take it yourself, LaMarcus. Okay. All right, 2nd and 10. Handoff, Jerry and Parker. It's now Roberto Boston's getting hurt. He is selling. As 3rd and 2. Jerry and Parker, touchdown. Nice. Gotta do it again. And just make the tackle. We've got to stop it. We cannot let him just drive down the field. Because if we let him drive down the field, then we lose. In case you guys didn't know. Welcome to defense with John O'Dowd. There's a sack, though. What a sack. Javion Smith-Combs. I feel like we have like 8 guys named Javen, Javon, Taven. Like, what is with these names? 3rd and 11. We need to stop here. No. Walt Littlejohn just could not move. It's like his feet are stuck in cement. I went down a little bit to go try and cover where oh my gosh, that's a touchdown. Yep, touchdown. All right, 2nd and 10. We're just handing it off because that's all that works for this team. And now the only play options we have are some really crappy screenplays. Bryson Jones down the field, 1 man to beat. And he's obviously not going to beat him because we don't have speed on this team. But that's better than nothing, I guess. 2nd and 10. Jordan Houston makes the grab. I thought he dropped it. I didn't see like the weird like camera thing. All right, 1st and goal. Hand it off Knoll. That's all right. It's a gain at least. All right, well, we'll see how a deep crossers play will work. Oh, we got a free play. Threw it up. Doesn't mean anything. I didn't have anything I liked, so I was like, you know what? We got a free play anyway. Well, we'll take it on the 3. All right, what do we got? 3rd and goal. Firing. Houston. Touchdown. We got to keep going, though. All right, onside kick time. And, of course, they immediately recover. Because why wouldn't they? I need them to run the ball. If they run the ball, we can stop them, potentially. We just need them to run it. Come on, run it. Man in motion's going to be wham. Nope, it's play action. Of course they get it. No point in calling a timeout here. Let them run a play. Problem is now they're in field goal range. Come on, snap the ball. They run out of bounds to give us a free timeout. I don't think it really matters. Are they just going to keep passing the ball? Do they not have any run plays in their playbook? Yep, RPO. Shocker. 3rd and inches. Game on the line here. We need to stop him here. It's going to be a QB sneak. And he gets it. How? We know it's a QB sneak. I can't run commit middle because they don't do anything. I can't pinch the line because that's not an option anymore. Okay, let him score. Let him score. Why are you not letting him score? At this point, we can't stop him. I mean, we've got a timeout. We've got no timeouts. We got the 2-minute warning. That's it. If they get the first down without scoring here, it's game over. They score. Okay. All right, 2nd and 10, incompletion on 1st down. Jordan Houston, I don't know even why I threw that. I'm just like, surely someone's down there. Give me a play. Okay, the ball's not spotted. I don't know how you're already running the clock. Like, unless my center is just the fastest man of all time. There was no one even on the line. All right, 2nd and 10, through an incompletion on 1st down. Nobody's surprised. How do we overthrow? I don't understand. All right, 3rd and 10. And we're getting sacked. Tried to step up in the pocket. Nothing there because the pocket doesn't exist. Going deep. Incomplete. That's going to do it. All right, we lose. I mean, we just fell apart. Our defense sucked. They could not do anything. Brewer, 202 yards, 2 touchdowns. Doesn't matter. Jarian Parker, 244 yards. That is like one of the greatest games you'll ever see. 2 touchdowns. Doesn't matter, we lost. Knoll, 34 yards, touchdown. Brewer, 15 yards. Receiving, Bryson Jones, 104. Houston, 54 and a touchdown. Knoll, 36. Berger, 8 and a touchdown. Defensively, Carter had 8 tackles. Smith, Combs, Big Hill, and Carter all had tackles for loss. Smith, Combs, Big Hill, Havner, and Carter all had sacks. I mean, intercepts for Carl Morris, Tevin Daniels. Jaden Smith, Littlejohn, Greenwood, and Daniels all had pass deflections. No forced fumbles, nothing else. I don't even know why I gave the defense props. They did not deserve it. Getting torched that badly in the second half was embarrassing. All right, so an embarrassing loss, especially in front of the recruits. We scored points. That was about it. Did not deserve it to win that game. After the first half, maybe I could have said that we deserved it. But that second half was just putrid. So Ferris, I mean, he, I guess, liked it. And Sturgis, I guess, didn't like it. I mean, they didn't like it too much, clearly. Yeah, the clear winner really hurt that. So, I mean, it was a higher tiered opponent. So I guess it loses less. But we should have won that game. We should have won that game. But, all right. I have laundry I have to go get. So that's going to do it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.